Do you know that almost 60% women after 50 years and older get some kind of urinary tract infection regularly? A lot of those women, especially after 50, get diagnosed with some kind of kidney disease. In today's video, I'm going to explain everything about one perfect plant that really can help you in the kidneys in a safe and natural way. Your doctors prescribe antibiotics, you take them. The infection is clear, 3 months later, it's back. And this time the antibiotics take longer to work because every antibiotic cycle eliminates not only bacteria, the infection, it eliminates billions of protective bacteria that were keeping your urinary tract healthy in the first place. There is a plant that has been used for the bladder, kidney and urinary tract infection over the 1,000 years. Indigenous people of North America use it. European herbal is documented in the 1600s. Today, this is one of the most clinically studied herb for urinary health in the world, and it's called UVA URSI or bearberry, and your doctors almost certainly never mention it. My name is Mario. I'm a European medical expert with 26 years experience working with the patient in classical modern medicine and of course special nutrition and natural medicine MarioLab protocols. Today I'm going to share you UVA URSI information that really can help your kidneys and urinary tract in a safe and natural way. Why do women over 50 get more urinary tract infection? Before menopause, estrogen maintains the health of the vaginal and urethral lining. It creates a protective acidic environment. It supports population of Lactobacillus bacteria that prevents pathogens from colonizing the urinary tract. And after menopause, estrogen drops, the tissue thins, the protective bacteria decline. The urethra becomes more vulnerable, the pH shifts, and bacteria that your body handled effortlessly for the decades begin causing infection every few months. This is not bad luck, this is predictable physiological change. Antibiotics address the acute infection, but they do nothing about underlying vulnerability, which means infection keep returning. And I really have experience with thousands and thousands of women all around the world who have those kidneys or urinary tract infection problems. And always my recommendation for these kind of chronic diseases is going to be MarioLab Nutrition and Natural Remedies protocol. I use UVA URSI regularly with my patients with those kind of problems. What is UVA URSI and how does it work? Arctostaphylos UVA URSI or bearberry is a small evergreen shrub that grows on rocky hillsides and mountain slopes across North America, Europe and Northern Asia. The name means bear grape in Latin. Bears actively seeks out those berries, and the leaves are the medicinal part. Inside those leaves it's a compound called Arbutin. Arbutin is a glycoside, a compound your kidney converts after absorption. Specifically, Arbutin converts into hydroquinone, a potent antibacterial substances excreted directly into urine. And those antibacterial action happens exactly when you need it in the urinary tract itself, not systemically through the body. This is unbelievably important, and those kind of information and scientific studies. For everyone who wants to learn those studies into the detail, I put in the description below everything that you need to know about those scientific studies about UVA URSI. You can check this. The concentration of hydroquinone in urine after UVA URSI tea is sufficient to inhibit the growth of Escherichia coli, Staphylococcus and several other bacteria responsible for majority of urinary tract infection. This is why traditional herbalists call the bladder herb. It works locally, directly and without destroying your gut microbiome the way antibiotics do. UVA URSI also contains tannins, astringent compounds that reduce inflammation in the bladder lining, and the flavonoids with antioxidant properties that support tissue repair. Arbutin only converts into active antibacterial form in alkaline urine, and this is not optional, it is the mechanism. When your urine is acidic, which is often after eating meal processed food or taking vitamin C, arbutin cannot convert and the tea loses most of its effectiveness. This means while using UVA URSI, you must avoid vitamin C supplements, citrus juices, and high-acid food. Instead, eat alkalizing food, leafy vegetables, potatoes, cucumbers, and zucchinis. Drink abundant or plain water, and this creates urinary environment that activates Arbutin. Please try to remember this. This Arbutin works perfectly in alkaline body, not in acidic form. And this is crucial for you to understand. I have many patients who tried UVA URSI and reported it didn't work. When I asked about their diet during the protocol, they were eating hot tomatoes, drinking orange juice, and taking daily 1000 milligrams of vitamin C. And the herb was fine, but pH environment was wrong. And in this part of the video, I'm going to give you how you can drink or how you can prepare UVA URSI tea in the safe and natural way for the kidney and urinary tract infection problems. Use dry UVA URSI leaves only, not berries. Find them in healthy food stores or herbal pharmacies under the name UVA URSI, bearberry leaf, or Arctostaphylos UVA URSI. Cold preparation method preferred because it preserves more active Arbutin than boiling. Place 2 to 3 grams of dry leaves, approximately 1 tablespoon. In 250 milliliters of cold water, let it soak for the 6 to 12 hours at a room temperature or refrigerated, then strain and drink. Warm preparation, steep 2 to 3 grams in the hot but not boiling water for 15 minutes. Boiling destroys some active compounds. Dose 2 to 3 cups daily, morning, early afternoon, and early in the evening. Duration is maximum 2 weeks of continuous use, then minimum 2 weeks break. This is crucial for you to understand. 2 weeks in a row, 2 weeks break period, but this is only will help you for those people who have those kind of mild problems with urinary tract infection or kidney problems. Everyone who have chronic kidney disease or chronic inflammation in your bladder, you cannot drink this tea without medical consultation. That's why I urge you from any part of the world, if you have kidney problems or urinary tract infection problems that last 3 months and much more than 3 months, call my office. And I will be making sure you get my MarioLab specific protocol for nutrition and natural remedies. Those kind of protocols are a lot more than just one tea regularly. So this tea can help you, but on those early stages. Later stages, do not drink this tea without medical consultation. Of course, I documented hundreds and hundreds of nutrition and natural remedies in my 4 book about nutrition, natural remedies, and a lot more. About UVA URSI and a lot more information you can find in my new book, Amazing Natural Remedies Part 3, and other my books about nutrition and natural remedies. All of my books are translated in English and 12 different languages. You can buy them below the video. So if you want my help, call MarioLab from any part of the world. You can buy my books. Everything will gonna help you in the safe and natural way. If you want to learn a lot more about one other perfect natural remedies and one perfect tea that I described in my video about healthy kidneys, watch my video right here. Thank you for following me. See you next time. Bye bye.